Good, happy Wednesday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, New Hampshire projected to set record for drug death in 2015. New statistics on the opioid crisis were released by American Medical Response and Medical Examiner's Office on Tuesday. The stated medical examiner said there have been 295 deaths connected to opioids in 2015, but the projected number of the drug-related deaths of 2015 is expected to hit 357 once suspected overdose causes. Barnstead house fire likely started in electric box, officials say. A fire that broke out in Barnstead home Tuesday appears to have started in an electric box, according to authorities. Wet weather continues Wednesday, snow possible overnight. Wednesday will be another wet day, and some parts of the Granite State could see snow overnight. Police ask public to help catch Castle in the Clouds liquor thief. Moultonborough police are trying to identify 4 men who are accused of breaking into Castle in the Clouds. $13,000-square-foot home in Bedford destroyed by fire. Crews from a dozen communities fought a 5-alarm fire that destroyed a home in Bedford on Tuesday. Historic home in Exeter destroyed by fire. Firefighters battled a fire at a 150-year-old home in Exeter on Tuesday night. Man unable to get to wheelchair dies in Vermont fire. A 70-year-old man died from a fire smoke inhalation after he was pulled out of his burning home Tuesday morning in Braintree, police said. Donald Trump gets personal with voters in Waterville Valley. Donald Trump got personal with New Hampshire voters Tuesday night, telling them of the guilt he sometimes feels for not serving in the Vietnam War and advising young people to stay away from drugs and alcohol. National Weather Service issues freezing rain advisory for most of the state. The National Weather Service issued a freezing rain advisory for most of New Hampshire on Tuesday. Pelham police officers participate in Beard Off for charity. Pelham police officers had their beards shaved for charity Tuesday morning. Groundbreaking knee surgery eases pain with fast recovery. A Brockett man is the first in New England to undergo what could be a groundbreaking knee surgery offered at Brigham Women's and Hospital. AOT supports Shaheen proposed GOP plan to repeal Affordable Care Act provisions. U.S. Senator Kelly Ayotte supports a plan advisory by Republican leadership this week to repeal what her spokeswoman called the worst provision of Affordable Care Act to the end Medicaid in 2017 and redirect funding from Planned Parenthood to community centers. Drug abuse panel mauls millions for enforcement monitoring. New Hampshire would raid some dedicated funds to spend more than $3.5 million beefing up law enforcement and upgrading the state's prescription drug monitoring program as an effort to combat the growing heroin abuse problem. Man arrested after standoff with police in Hampton Falls. New Hampshire State Police said a man was arrested at a home in Hampton Falls after a standoff with police. Al-Sada says Turkish press lost his nerves. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has joined the fear over Turkey shooting down a Russian war plane. Ghost ship found in Japan, what we know. Tests are being carried out on decomposed bodies found aboard so-called ghost ships that have entered Japanese waters in the past 5 weeks. UK votes on whether to bomb ISIS in Syria. After the November 13 terror attacks in Paris, France asked its allies to bump up their military offenses against Syria. It's time for the British and Germany turn to decide if they will. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. See you back here later on. Goodbye.